Hello everyone, I'm Brian. Today I'll be reacting to Western media and Hinduism. This was a request. I do request. If you have a request, please leave it in the comments below. Please leave the title, the video, the title of the video, the channel name, and the length. That way I can search for it. Don't leave the link. It might get put for held for review and I won't see it. If I haven't replied to your comment for requests that you've done, give it about a week and then send it again. It's been kind of crazy with life, with work and life and everything else, along with the massive amount of comments I'm starting to get. So if I don't reply back, give it about a week and put it back again. Okay, so I don't know how many of these types of videos I'm going to react to in terms of basically kind of not really philosophy videos, but I'll give a few. I mean, I do want to incorporate other things too, but in terms of these types, I don't know. We'll see. Let's go ahead and get started.
You see, this is a growing cry from thinking. It's not, look, if somebody criticizes Hinduism, you should take it head on and say, yes, we like the law of karma. I'm telling you, we have to tackle it and address the issue of have and have nots. So if somebody points out some failings in Hinduism, we should be able to take it head on in a mature manner without getting frightened by it. We get it wrong as well, we're human. But the problem is this is what upsets me. And upsets me especially when it comes to BBC. I have not seen a single documentary or, if you like, a presentation of Hinduism or India in a positive light by the BBC. Or they will show, whatever, all these kind of colonial dramas, where the Hindus are kind of like servants and kind of, they're part of the colonial, Raj still. They'll show stuff like that, or they'll show some very weird aspects of Hinduism as if it is mainstream. Look, some of the best things that the Hindus possess, which the world requires and the West requires it even more, are the ideas of pluralism, many ways to be spiritual, no exclusivity. No one really has got monopoly on religion. This idea, central idea of Hinduism, has absolute zero portrayal in the Western media.
I will say that is well, I guess I think it's more talking about Britain versus America. Again, I guess something I should have said in earlier is the fact that at least in America, or at least the things that I watch, I've not heard anything about Indian or Hinduism or anything like that. It's mostly talks about internal politics in America. So how is Indian portrayed in America? I mean, I don't know. From my perspective, neither good nor bad. It's just neutral. Again, there's literally no news about India, except for maybe slightly recent times, or should I say, within the year, with the stuff that's going about, saying it's a new hot spot and there are concerns, but that happens basically to every country. One country before is Italy, then it was Africa, then India, and then it just comes and passes basically. And then it's always, most of the things I hear is internal about that stuff, like which state, which city, which policies. It's always Western media. I think it's mostly just negative stuff, honestly. I don't think there's anything positive for the most part in Western media. And I guess that might be true in Britain too, or UK. I think people just love drama in general. It's kind of sad, because I think that's what gets the most views, when you see something dramatic or saddening or I don't know, bad, I guess. If you see something good, that's expected. So that shouldn't be news. People doing good is not news. It's a nice feel-good story, sure, but nothing to pay attention to, because it's a good thing, Why do you need to go outside and watch someone do a good thing when the thing that you need to worry about is the bad things? And I think that's the reason why in America itself there's a lot of bad media about things, a lot of excessive portrayal of certain things, because there's a narrative behind it, and they show only that but don't show any of the other things, if you know what I'm talking about. So to push an agenda, they show only this, and this, but everything else that doesn't fit that narrative, they don't show. So they make it seem like it's a lot bigger than what it really is. There's always going to be problems everywhere. The media is going to control what you think and what you should think, should I say, based on the information that they can find in it. They can show and hide the rest, not talk about anything else, even though it's happening to everyone. So I mean, I don't know. I don't really watch the BBC, although I do like BBC Earth. Hopefully, they're not lying about the Earth. That's pretty cool stuff that they show in that one.
Second idea, spiritual humanism, not this Richard Dawkins version of humanism, but the humanism which really gives true dignity to human beings. These are central features of modern Hinduism, and yet I have never seen a single BBC documentary even mentioning it by chance. To the contrary, they'll show some naked fakis, kind of dancing about and saying, this is Hinduism, a weird religion, it's smoking ganja. That's Hinduism. And these marvelous ideas at the heart of Hinduism, which are necessary for the Western world to sort themselves out, will have no portrayal. So who loses out?
And again, that's the thing. I think it's because the normal stuff, or the pluralism, the good stuff, again, that doesn't make news, even in America. Even if there's a lot of bad portrayal of cops, and yet there's a lot of cops out there that does a lot of good things where they're outside. I've seen some videos where the cops are changing the tire of someone in the rain, and the person is sitting inside the car and the cop is changing the tire, or going playing basketball with some kids, and another cop that I heard, I don't know how true this is, but the cop bought this person a vehicle because he sees this person constantly walking back to work for like 10 miles every day. There are genuinely good things out there, but good things don't get shown in the media. So I don't know if I necessarily blame BBC entirely when the people will watch the negative things. If you're making content for TV and you notice one content doesn't get shown or doesn't get much views and the other content's like blowing up, you're like, well, I gotta do that one more because that's blowing up, and that one not so much, but I'll put out more. Put up one more of this, one more of that, one more of this, one more of that. Dead, blowing up, dead, blowing up, dead, blowing up. Okay, well, I guess I gotta do this because people's watching that, which is usually negative content. Negative content. And that's the thing. It's I can't necessarily always blame the media outlets if they find out that people just like watching negative stuff. Putting up positive stuff gets them no money. Money makes the world go around in a sense. And spending $50,000 on something that makes you $1 versus spending $50,000 that make you $1 billion, it's kind of a no-brainer for a business sense. So again, I don't know how. You have to look at their internal documents, and if it's in fact that the fact that negative media makes more money, which I do believe that to be true. That's the reason why they only show that kind of stuff. Ouch, I bit my tongue. That's the only reason why they show that kind of stuff. And then at that point, like, I can't exactly blame them. There's just nothing but negative contents in news media anyway.
They lose out. Because rather than latching onto this marvelous idea which will benefit their own society, they focus on this negative, weird stuff of Hinduism and ignore the serious stuff that can help them. So by West ignoring very positive things that Hinduism comes up with, which are relevant and important for the modern society, the West loses out. The media loses out.
Free e-learning course.
Well, he ain't lying about that. It's just the sheer fact that even if you put out the good stuff from whatever broadcasting system broadcasts out there, people are not going to pay attention to it. So they can broadcast that 24/7. That channel will die. That whatever news broadcasting system will be dead. Why? Guess that's not something I have to worry about. I think maybe this goes back to maybe survival. So there's no point in watching good things when the things that you have to look out for are the bad. So therefore you pay attention to the bad things that's happening around you. And if the news is showing bad things, you're like, oh, I gotta watch that. That might be happening around my neighborhood. Maybe that's gonna happen to me. Oh, that's a good thing. That's nice. But I'll do something else. I'll go wash the dishes, or I'll go out and somewhere. Go watch the sunset, I suppose. And then you have the way to get people to watch the news too, or to watch their show, is they'll say, oh, coming up on 6 o'clock news, blah 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 got shot. Stay tuned at 6 o'clock news. It's like, oh man, it's 4 o'clock. I gotta go watch that news at 6 o'clock. And then then there's another commercial like at 5 o'clock, we have the cops doing good things. Like, better 6 o'clock. And let me put that alarm on there. I think that's Western media for the most part, honestly. Anyways, that's my reaction to Western media and Hinduism. Let me know. Do you think that's true? Let me put the question this way. I believe this to be true. Western media, maybe even media in general, all over the world, will broadcast negative things because people either like drama or need to know the bad things that's happening in their country or in their city so they know how to prepare for it. Good things, well, a lot of people like good things, but it's not something they have to worry about, so why pay attention to it? Unless they just so happen to want the feel-good moment for the time. But other than that, they got other things to do. They have other things to do, like survive and pay attention to bad things. Let me know. And do you think that's true? You think that's true? Anyways, that's my reaction to Western media and Hinduism. If you like my content, please consider subscribing. Thumbs up, thumbs down below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next vid.